Can you guys hear me well? I'm pretty sure you can. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about, are you Alice from Alice in Wonderland? Because, and what part of Alice's story do you think you're in? I think I'm in the middle of the movie right now, for me particularly. Because in the beginning, remember, Alice was going through a depressive episode in a way. She was very disassociated, very not connected with anyone. Her father had just passed away. Her mother was still harping around, telling her what to do, who to be, how to dress. And Alice didn't get to fully develop into her whimsical, her capability of thinking that everything is possible because her father told her everything is possible, right? And so since her father was the one that, was trying to teach her at a young age that everything is possible, and that her mother, Alice, kind of drifted towards her father's perspective and was trying to understand his mind, right? But, once he passed away, things start changing. Alice grows up. She's getting told she has to marry Hamish. Do we remember Hamish? Have we all met a Hamish before? Hamish character to me, one of the perspectives, we're going to look at it in not an esoteric perspective. We're going to look at it in more of a just based off the movie, just based off of the first perspective. Hello, y'all. Well, hit that like button. We're talking about Alice in Wonderland, and I'm talking about what stage of Alice in Wonderland do you think you are in? So I believe the stage of Alice in Wonderland that I am in is the middle scene where she's starting to learn more about the characters. She's starting to realize, okay, there's no way I'm getting out of this dream. Only way out is to do what everyone's saying. They're saying I have to go along with believing in myself, and they're saying that I'm the person who's supposed to be killing the Jabberwocky. So Alice is at the stage where she's like, okay, I'm just gonna go along with the journey, and I'm gonna start the journey of believing in myself because that's what everybody here seems to believe in me, right? But retracking because you guys have just came in. Welcome, welcome. Like, hit the like button. Hit the like button, y'all. That helps me so much. Hello, hello. So remember, in the beginning of Alice in Wonderland, she was going through the phase. Her beginning stages was her dissociating from the world. She was in reality, right? She was being told how to be, who to become, how to operate, that she had to marry Hamish. Hamish is representing, order, what you should do, what would seem safest. Most people might say to you, "Oh, this is the safest route for you. I think you should do this because this is what I did. If you marry Hamish, you're gonna marry wealthy. If you marry wealthy, you'll be a good housewife. You'll be a good husband." Even for men, if the man decides, "Oh, I don't wanna marry this type of woman," or "I don't wanna get married right now," where maybe most of your male friends are getting married right now. Maybe you don't want to do that right now. Maybe you want to focus, lock in a little bit more on who you want to fully become, like Alice. So really, you're kind of disassociated from everything, right? So we remember this is Hamish. If you haven't seen Alice in Wonderland, what are you doing? The real life one with Johnny Depp. Please go watch that movie. Oh man, is it gonna? Oh man, I got a green screen. Oh, okay, this is Hamish, right? This is Hamish. I don't think it's gonna let me show y'all if I have this green screen, so we might have to take that off. Okay. This is Hamish. This is the queen's son. He's real picky. He's real proper. He's like, you have to do things this way and this way and that way, right? And Alice is the complete opposite. She just got into an argument with her mother because her mother was like, you should have been wearing tights. Why aren't you wearing tights with your long dress? Alice is like, I don't want to wear tights with my long dress. No one's even going to see my legs, right? So maybe that's the stage of Alice you are at. You're a little bit rebellious, but you're still disassociated to the world because you're trying to figure out what are these other people doing and why am I a part of what they doing? Should I be a part of what they're doing? Should I go along with what they're saying to do? That's the stage of Alice in Wonderland that she's in the beginning of the movie. Should I be going along with what they're saying to do? Should I play along because I don't quite fit in and I feel that I don't quite fit in? Or should I play along? Hi, y'all. Hit the like button, hit the like button. So, we're going to watch a little bit of the beginning, right? So, after Alice, her dissociation, Alice is she keeps seeing a rabbit in the garden with Hamish's mother, right? She sees a rabbit in the garden and she's like, "Did you see that rabbit?" Like, and the mother's like, "No." So you know what that symbolizes right there? Let's pause real quick. Alice keeps seeing the white rabbit. Nobody else sees the white rabbit, right? Alice is the only one, you're Alice, you're possibly Alice in the beginning, is the only one who sees the signs, the symbols, what direction you should go. You see a possibility of a direction you could possibly go. You're the only one who sees it, but you're the only one who can take action to walk in that direction to make it manifest or even play out, right? So Alice keeps seeing the rabbit. She keeps seeing the rabbit, but she's ignoring the rabbit. And everybody's like, what rabbit? What rabbit? Finally, Alice sees the rabbit one more time and she gets so distracted. She's like, I have to go find out why this rabbit is holding a clock and it keeps appearing and I'm the only one seeing it, right? She follows the rabbit. Why not? Um, she follows the rabbit, right? She follows the rabbit. The rabbit goes down a hole. The hole looks strange. The hole looks peculiar. The hole looks downward. The hole looks scary. The hole is hidden, right? The things that you want, the things that you desire, the path that you want to take, the ideas you want to take, but you aren't too sure, they are hidden. The possibility of it is hidden like the hole in Alice in Wonderland. Where what is? The hole in Alice in Wonderland? So Alice goes down the hole. But wait, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let me show you what she does. Okay, let me skip through because I can't get copyright, guys. So right here, she sees the hole. The hole looks very disturbingly scary, right? Your opportunity, your potential, where you want to go. All the possibilities down that hole. All your ideas are down that hole. And then she's fallen down the hole, and now she's at a new world that appears to be upside down, out of place, right? So the new world where she's trying to fall, where she's falling down to, seems upside down, out of place, out of whack. Where is she? What do I do next? But I've actually fallen down the hole. Thank you. You're blessed too. So, Alice is falling down the hole. She's upside down. She followed the white rabbit, right? What stage of Alice in Wonderland are you on? Did you walk down the stage to your ideas? Were you falling down the hole and now you're trying to figure out the midst of, was this the right thing to do? Because I'm upside down. It appears like I'm upside down. It appears like everything is out of whack. It's not the same reality as everyone else is living. You catching on? So, fast forward, that's the first stage of Alice. Where am I? I've fallen down to my idea. I've gone into my idea. Have I done the right thing? Because now it appears like I'm in a whole new world and it looks like I'm stuck. So she starts meeting a few characters. She's like, it's a dream. Oh, this is just a dream. I must have fallen asleep in the garden up in the real world. Now her idea is a dream. Your idea is a dream. Well, everybody in her dream knows who she is, but she doesn't know who she is, right? Ain't that the funniest thing? Ain't that the funniest thing? And so she's down the hole, she meets all the characters. Then the next stage of Alice in Wonderland. So Alice now has met most of the majority of the characters. She still thinks she's in a dream, but the dream is starting to feel a little more real because I think she meets up with the first beast, and that beast like scratches her and she bleeds, and now she has like an infection on her arm that doesn't go away until later in the movie. But it's a dream, right? Okay, I didn't want this video to be too long of the explanation, but I'm gonna come back next time and then we're gonna dive deeper into the next part of Alice, who she is. So the beginning, I would say she's in confusion, a bit of optimism, vulnerability, and doubt. If you were to look at a gamma ray chart, where would her gamma ray lie at when she's in those emotions? It would probably be towards the lower end. Like the gamma is probably going really slow because she's in doubt, she's in confusion, she's a little bit optimistic, so she's not at the very end of the gamma, but she's like towards where it's not going that much faster, but it's going a little faster, but it's still spread out. So what gamma ray are you in? Are you at the slow end, the middle, or the high vibrational end? Okay, so I'll be back possibly tomorrow, actually, tomorrow afternoon, and I'll dive more into Alice in Wonderland. Anticipator anxiety, what does that mean? Check the link in the description. Oh, I'm gonna add the links after this live, but check out my Instagram. And yeah, thank y'all for watching.